There's not a glass processor or sealed unit manufacturer in the country who hasn't complained in the last 12 months over the cost of glass. We went from a situation where demand far exceeded supply because 2 float lines were down for refurbishment. And then on the back of that, we had the logistics problems associated with COVID and the increased costs of carriage, where a container was costing maybe £2,000. Suddenly it was costing £10,000. And now when you throw in the energy costs associated with manufacturing glass, it's inevitable that the price of glass is going to continue to go up and up and up. So every piece of glass that ends up in the cullet is an opportunity wasted. That wastage has a real impact on the bottom line. What you need to be doing is wasting as little of the raw material as you possibly can. Being more efficient in how you cut glass is a big part of that, and I think that the Bohle and our Silberschnitt products in particular have a big part to play in that. Sedimentors are really difficult for companies to get their heads around. What we found in the past is that people look at the expenditure on a sedimenter and they think to themselves, well, what value is it adding? And the reality is that sedimenter adds enormous value to an operation. First of all, from an environmental point of view, it makes way more sense to take 1,000 litres of water and recycle it over and over again than it does to discharge 1,000 litres of water down the drain when you clean your tanks out. And again, there are issues involved with disposing of your water down the drain, because it is actually illegal to dispose of waste slurry in the UK. But aside from that, it means that you have a better quality of polish, because the water that you're using is clean all the time rather than clean at the beginning and dirty at the end. When you use coolant with your sedimenter, you significantly reduce the amount of tools that you have to use, because it massively reduces the friction without affecting the grind. And so from that point of view, when you start to factor in the savings on water, the savings on tool costs, and the savings on cleaning tanks and maintenance, the sedimenter can literally repay its initial cost in 12 to 18 months. But it's very difficult to get that across to people who are used to buying machinery and it delivering value to the glass that they're processing. You're not spending as much money on tools. You're not spending as much money on water and on cleaning tanks. You're getting a better quality finish, and thanks to the Chancellor's super deduction tax incentives, in essence, you can claim 130% of the cost of any investment that you make on capital equipment, and sediment is part of that qualifying equipment. So there's never been a better time to invest in cleaning your water with a sedimenter.